Hello everyone, channel 100 Krat Zoom. In front of you is the Leupold BX-4 Pro Guide HD 10x42 binoculars. First, I want to thank the person who sent me these binoculars for the video review. The binoculars are not cheap, costing around $600. They are modern and new. I have already reviewed a Leupold before. It was the BX1 Mackenzie. The case was somewhat different. It looked like a kangaroo pouch. It was also quite convenient. You could carry it without worrying about it slipping out of your hands. You can watch the video. It's an interesting case. This one is made a bit differently. Here is the strap. I don't know about its quality, probably normal. I am very concerned about the quality of the strap. It's clear that it won't break. Its characteristics can be read immediately, unlike some cheap ones where one box fits all, and you end up searching for its characteristics on the internet. As you can see, the field of view is 109 meters, and its minimum focusing distance is, and so on, mass. In short, the mass is approximately, it is written, 686 grams, almost 700. I wouldn't say it's heavy. Considering its appearance, of course I like it. It looks very sturdy. The two halves of the binoculars are connected by two hinges. The body has ribbing on the sides. I'm not sure how positive this is, as dirt will always accumulate here, either from dirty hands or just from greasy hands, and it will need to be cleaned out. I think it could have been done somehow, somehow differently. The body of the binoculars is metallic, and as you can see, it has a rubberized coating. The color is pleasant, not black, but rather grayish. It's quite evident. This is how it works. Seems reliable. When you press like this, they don't fall. There is central focusing, as well as the necessary correction for the right lens. Here's how it's done. Pull something towards you, connect it as needed, and you do this once for your eyes, and then you only use this wheel. These are the markings on the lenses. You can rotate them a bit. Take a look. The coating is multi-layered. I think that advanced technologies in optics manufacturing are applied here. The image quality is top-notch. I really liked it. I looked through it, and it's just a pleasant image. Here I have an SV Boni, actually, a 10x50. You see, it's somewhat bigger and heavier, and in general, is there a difference in their images? I'll say right away that perhaps for an average person who doesn't often look through binoculars, it might not be very noticeable or not noticeable at all. For example, this binocular costs around $200, while the Leupold, as I mentioned, costs $600. Is it really true that this binocular will have, roughly speaking, 3 times better image quality? No, the image quality won't be better. They are not on the same level as SV Boni, of course. Of course, SV Boni has poorer quality. SV Boni has more noticeable chromatic aberration. And I wouldn't say that it's very, very noticeable, but there's something. However, I don't notice this in Leupold. And now, a bit of a lyrical digression. For example, there is a new car in the showroom. It costs around $25,000–$30,000. It has an engine, 4 wheels, it accelerates, and it has air conditioning. And there is a Mercedes for $200,000, which also has an engine and wheels, but instead of an air conditioner, it has climate control. It's a bit more comfortable. And it accelerates a bit faster. And for this slightly better quality here and slightly better quality there, you have to overpay not just a little, but several times over. Therefore, even with the slight flaws that this person has, which are much smaller, he still has flaws, albeit minor. All women have flaws, but they are almost imperceptible. And that's why their price is much higher. comparatively. Certification, as you can see, do you see how the colors shimmer? Well, that's quality. The sound is really cool when you turn this 200. Its feature is impressive. If I want to say that it is stated that it is filled with nitrogen, that's exactly what it is. That's why the price for the binoculars is high. Well, now I'm trying to shoot through it in a way that best conveys this image to you. Well, what can I show you now? I don't even know if it's worth commenting on. In a few words, I'll say that it's very pleasant to watch. It doesn't strain the eyes. I don't notice any chromatism or desorption. As you can see, the field of view is clear almost to the very edges, meaning 90% without any defects. When you look at the monitor now, you see some defect at the edge, as if the image is starting to get blurry there. You look at the center or a little to the side, and what happens at the edges is not noticeable at all, because there are binoculars that focus on the center. Still, there is a lot of blurriness or distortion of objects. Of course, if you are not very limited in budget. I definitely recommend paying attention to binoculars in the $600,000 price range. Well, you can also see that I took the same picture in the wild with love at home, and the image in the wild is somehow sharper and more vivid. And those people who have seen you in binoculars and know. So remember, technologies are not standing still. Well, neither are the prices for binoculars. Thank you all for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like, support the channel, and see you next time.